Alright guys, welcome back once again. Welcome to Nick Shala. First of all, my company J&M Education is now rebranded to Nick Shala. So this is a new YouTube channel. Make sure that you watch this video till the end to get all the information.
Alright, so to begin with, Shreyas is going to actually walk us through what is MBAE and how MBA and MBAE is different, and what kind of background do you need, what subjects there are, and what are the different types in it. So can you just walk us through to my audience?
Yeah, MBA and engineering. It's like masters in business administration and engineering. It's a techno management course, and there are four specialization.
Okay.
Starting with global procurement, interdisciplinary management, automotive management, and lean management. There are four specialization in this course.
Okay.
Most of the people required for this course is experience. You have to be experienced to apply for this course. At least for 1 year, at least. This is the requirement.
Okay.
So, and most of the students in this course are from mechanical background, because it's more related to that. Like if you see lean management, if you see global procurement, if you see automotive management, if you go for interdisciplinary management, it is more from that sort of production thing.
Right.
So if you have mechanical background or industrial background or production engineering background or sort of that background, you can definitely apply to this course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you also tell me what is the difference between a regular MBA and what is MBAE? Is it engineering? I know that, but is it more helpful for engineers who studied all engineering in their bachelors and now they want to have a management point of view, and understanding of business in a better form? Is that why I should go for this?
Right. You are absolutely right. It's like this course is actually designed for engineers only.
Okay.
If you see,
right.
Yeah, like we are studying 60% of the management studies and 40% of technical studies, and that technical studies are also related to somewhere to managerial point of view.
Right.
So you can go for this course. I mean, if you are a mechanical engineer or if you are an engineer, you can certainly go for this course.
For sure.
It's more a techno management course and especially designed for engineers.
Right. Okay. Do you have some points to add to what he just said?
Yeah, actually he said that it's basically engineering, and professors who teach us, they're also the engineers and professors here. So it's not much managerial. We also learn more engineering stuffs. We have more subjects related to engineering, project engineering management, and strategy marketing. We also learn about the companies and projects.
Sure. Doing your bachelor's into engineering helps you in any form or shape in this course?
The main thing about the course is it will prepare you for the industry. Today the industry requirement is they need people who can think as a technical point of view and commercially both.
Yeah.
So this is the course which is doing this part. Their main objective is that to prepare a student who can think commercially as well as technically. Easier for the companies to hire these managers, and they will help them to make their decisions easily.
Right.
So this course is focusing on that criteria, that it will prepare them for the future market.
Sure.
How are they going to recruit the person, and which type of requirement is there in the market.
Right.
Basically, now everyone wants to take. If you see earlier, in the organization we have different financial sector and different technical sector.
Right.
They are combining both because it's the future requirement. They want a single person to do both the things. So this is the course. This is the platform that will tell you, or that will give you an idea what is the requirement and how can you go about in this line.
Okay. So if you want to give advice to your younger brother who wants to do the same course, what will you tell him step by step?
Step by step, first thing is they'll ask, there's a list of documentation that you need to prepare for your application.
What are they?
First thing is your cover letter.
Okay.
It will contain the list of documents, what are you going to do. Then is your CV, if your experience is required, your CV.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have your letter of recommendation from the organization with which you are working.
Right.
Also from the university.
Your all certificates, bachelor certificates.
All certificates.
All certificates, bachelor, including your degree also.
Right.
Because in India it will take time to get your degree. They will not give you degree directly.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah, and other than that, you will have they'll ask for financial support also, if you are financially secured on, because this course they are taking 11,000 euros.
So it's a paid course. Okay.
So you should be sure enough that you can pay that much amount, or you should arrange it earlier.
Right.
By loan or something, whatever is the mean, and that's it. And if anything else they can add.
It's
Yeah.
written there when you
It's
apply
written
on the
there.
website.
It's
It's written,
It's
so
written.
it's mandatory to go for IELTS.
All right. So, is there any minimum requirement for IELTS?
6.5.
6.0 or
6.5.
6.5.
6.5.
6.5. So you need a 6.5 band IELTS. So all these documents you need to collect
Yeah.
and get it notarized.
No, not
No.
required.
Not
Okay.
required.
And where do you apply? Uni Assist or directly to Hathaway?
Directly to
Directly to
Hathaway.
Hathaway. If
They
you
have their
if you
platform.
open the home page,
Right.
there one email ID is given.
Okay.
Prepare your application,
All right.
arrange it,
Uh-huh.
and send it to them. They will give you a ticket number that your application is accepted.
Sure.
And after some time, if you are accepted or not rejected, they will inform you by email.
So one email and then they give the results of
Yeah.
whether you're in the course or not.
Not.
Yeah.
Not.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite an easy process.
Easy process.
That's very straightforward. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it
easy.
was very complicated because for other universities,
It's,
Yeah,
it's
it
really
is, yeah.
complicated.
Uni Assist and
And you have to
websites
send it
and
via
wait.
post.
Yeah.
And
The hard copy.
Yeah, here it's
Yeah.
not required. Initially, when you apply for the course, you need not to send anything via post. Just apply online.
Right.
I mean, send all your documents via mail.
Right.
And then you have to send some documents after the acceptance.
Sure,
You
sure.
have to send some documents
Right.
via post. So that's different thing.
Okay. I think let's move on to talk about how much do I spend monthly? What is this cost? Can you just tell me the cost of living for a student roughly? You don't have to get into every small detail. We just want to know on an average how much do you spend on food, how much on internet, because
To spend on food, actually, when you take on a bank loan, it's better to have a account, Deutsch German account before coming here.
Right, that's a requirement for visa. I guess.
And visa also, but to hear my friends, they are struggling after coming here, opening a German account here, but it's better to open there. And when you open Deutsche Bank, you have a limit of 720 euros to spend.
Right, exactly.
But that actually for the room rent you pay around 25 to 300 euros.
Okay,
So it's constant for room.
right,
And 90 euros for the insurance they take, so 390 euros.
right.
And for it's like 400 euros, it will be constantly going from your account for them. So addition to that, the internet service you get from the room, so you
Right.
not pay extra for that. So other than for food, like it depends on you on how you eat here. So you can find cheap stores and foods here, or you
For
have
sure.
food supermarkets here are ranging from high to low. So you can get good foods from them. So roughly around for food, it's for a normal person it come around for 250 to 300
Right,
for each month.
right.
Need to spend for that. So totally around normal guy he can spend around 600. He can make it within that
600.
until he doesn't go for a
Roughly
party
it's
and
600 to 650. You need.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so if you guys want to check out everything in detail, I'm going to link it in the description. I have made a cost of living video talking about every specific detail. Other than that, I think
I
you
need
wanna
to add one point.
For sure, go ahead.
Whenever you are applying for you got accepted, make sure that you apply for a visa in time, because
Oh,
there
yeah.
are many cases that students arriving late in the course because of the visa thing.
Right,
So
right.
get yourself prepared that you should apply for visa 3 months before coming here.
Got it. Point noted. Okay.
Yeah. And
That's-
one more point I want to add if you have
Go
time.
ahead. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have time. Yeah.
Make sure that you got an accommodation over here.
Yeah.
I really struggled
Oh,
when
my
I
God.
when
Yeah.
I came here.
We all
I paid
struggled.
720 euro for 1 month.
Airbnb.
At Airbnb. So please make sure that you have applied for a certain hostel or you have got an accommodation somewhere outside in a flat or somewhere. But
Right.
make sure that you have an accommodation and do bring jackets when it's really cold out.
Yeah. Okay. So what is a suggestion, because you know that Student in Weg is an organization which is like another IIT or IIM for accommodation,
Right.
right? All the time full and people are like rushing there and you need to wait a lot of time. So how do I pay? Like, what is the waiting time? You said 6 months.
6 months.
Right? 6 months is an average waiting time.
Yeah.
Where do
Yeah.
I accommodate by then? In that span of time, what is the options available in your view?
If you have friends applying together with you, 2 or 3 friends,
Right.
you can apply for a flat that you have to do online.
A
It's
combined flat.
like,
you can take
yeah.
Berlinovo.
shared apartment.
And, yeah.
Right.
And there
Worst case scenario, then what? I have. What is a worst case scenario? What should I do?
A worst year then you can
Go
stay
for
in
hostels.
youth hostel.
Youth hostels.
Youth hostel.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
will cost you around minimum 10 euros per day to 15 to 16 euros per day,
Right. Okay.
excluding food and something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Only
Okay.
for
So
stay.
do they also help you to get your Inmeldum done?
Yeah.
No.
they do that.
They do that.
They do that.
I know some of the
Yeah.
hostels.
Yeah.
Some of them, but I
Some
think
of them, not everyone
Not
do that.
everyone,
Okay.
yeah.
You have to look for a hostel where they get your city registration done. The reason being is once you have the city registration done, you can take that to go ahead and unblock your block account so that you can start using the money.
Right.
Right?
And it will also required for a resident permit.
Resident permit. Imagine if someone doesn't have a accommodation, his blocked account is still blocked.
Yeah.
What is the mode of payment? How much money they should carry meanwhile?
I came here
Or
with.
they should come with a credit card. What is your suggestion?
I would suggest that it really helped me. I have taken a travel card from Axis Bank.
Right.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can take it from any bank. I'm not
Yeah.
promoting any bank, but you can take it from
Yeah,
any
yeah.
bank. Take a travel card, put some money in your travel card. It's accepted everywhere, all around the globe, and take multi-currency
Is
travel
it a
card.
Forex?
Forex card.
Okay,
The travel
Forex
card is a
card.
Forex card.
Right.
Take a multi-currency Forex card and put some money around 800 to 900 euro, and
Okay.
bring at least 300 to 400 euro cash here.
Okay.
That's what I did.
All right.
I have taken 1000 euro in my travel card,
Right.
and I have taken 400 euro as a cash.
Right.
So it's
Okay.
gonna help you for like 1 month. Don't worry about that.
So that's all about cost of living. I think I would like to end the video here. First of all, thanks a lot to Shreyas and
Anytime, man.
Vikas, thanks a lot, and Siddharth, thanks a
Yeah.
lot. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link their email addresses. If you have any question regarding this particular subject, you can contact them directly and get all your questions sorted out. So yeah, finally, bye-bye for now. Take care. Peace out.
All the best.